Izeneyes, to all you great American dads out there, the mothers of your children, and of course, the ones who call you dad. That's what this is all about. Welcome to episode 3 of the Izeneyes Podcast. And let's recap a little bit of the previous episode. Some of the shared experiences of the goal process, where it started, why it started, how it's evolved, the different renditions of it. So if you're curious about how it came to be where it is today, it had an evolution. Go back to episode 2 and check that out. We went over some of the misconstrued words as well. Words that I added into the goal process book specifically to help kids to have a terminology of understanding in order to use words in a way that were poignant yet not too aggressive and offensive. And it made a lot of sense in some of the words, like smart, stupid, idiot, the fun ones that we sometimes use out of context. As well, we introduced the first U.S. Dads Mag, still currently live over at usdads.org. Go check it out. If you can, take the Judging Your Judges survey, which is currently live right now. That will help us to understand what does America understand about the judges, some of the opinions you may have of judges, good or bad. We're just looking for answers. There's no right, there is no wrong. As well, we went over some of the different types of governments, like a democracy is what the United States is supposed to be, and we concluded that it was pretty much a caucusocracy, meaning that it is being run by the worst, the least intelligent, least qualified of the individuals in society. So that is what we had last time. This time I am actually hoping to make the episode a little bit shorter. I want you to get out there, use your time as wisely as possible. I know my content's pretty darn good for you, but nevertheless, I want you to get filled with motivation through these podcasts and get on with your day. I don't want you to sit there and think, well, how much longer is this? So just a second, I have a cat meowing at me. Okay, we're back. All right, this is the guy that he's meowing outside the door. Aren't ya? You're not a bad cat. See if you can hear him purring in the microphone. He does purr a lot. I do like this guy for that. All right. Speaking of cats, let's get on to pirates. No, you're not getting on the table. I'd rather you get down. Thank you. All right. In this episode from the goal process, I wanted to talk more about the protecting yourself from pirates. As pirates come in many forms and shapes and have different agendas. Oh man. Tell someone you take care of the animal and you end up living with it. It's all good. Okay, so in the go process, let's see if I still have it open, about protecting yourself from your pirates. I've got my laptop here, you can't see it. Protecting from pirates. So, in the realm of reality, there exist individuals who engage in the act of stealing. That's taking things. Wrongfully seizing possessions that rightfully belong to others. Whether referred to as pirates, thieves, bandits, or robbers, these individuals pilfer the positive elements in our lives, preventing us from utilizing, valuing, appreciating, or sharing them as we wish. If those are ours, we should be able to dictate what happens. But pirates come in and they see something, whether it's even of value to them or not, and they procure it for whatever they deem it should be used for. Essentially, these pirates act as cancer cells within society. This is a big part of the reason why we do have police officers. Theft is a very common crime throughout the world. It's just people love to steal things. And these cancer cells, they prey on the well-being of the healthy cells around them. So they may not steal from everybody, but they do attack and they do cause a lot of harm. Therefore, we as individuals set up defenses against this kind of predatory practicing. We create locks, combinations, secrets, ways of protecting things, building walls, which is very common, to protect your things and the people. And ironically, we take more precaution in protecting some of our lesser valuable things in life, like our physical possessions. And in the goal process, I talk about several other kinds of pirates and what they can steal from you. The most important thing that you can actually protect is your time. Usually this is friends that will come in and want to do things, and they can't always fit a certain time frame, so they kind of infringe on yours. The glory of the goal process is that I teach how valuable your time is. And when you follow the steps of the goal process, your time suddenly becomes tremendously more valuable to you as well as everybody else. When you can be more productive, it's not just you who benefits. It's your employer, it's your spouse, it's your children. So once you determine the value of your time and you put the priorities to your time, you've all of a sudden become a much more valuable part to this world. We often get caught up in saying, I just don't have the time. We get so many things going. Everything does become a priority. It's quite often hard to fulfill all the things that need to be done within the waking hours of a day. And that's one of the other things is like protect your sleep, man. I'm sure you've seen people who didn't get enough sleep and they are not fun to be around. I know I'm not near as fun when I am short on my sleep as well. Now, the biggest time pirate in most people's lives isn't friend, it isn't their boss, it isn't their spouse, it isn't their kids, it's actually themselves. They don't emphasize what they can do. I mean, there's all these other motivational speakers that say, now, if you take something and say, you've got to get it done in this much time, can you do this and this and this and this within the next 24 hours? And the possibility is you can. And it's all a matter of utilizing that time to do it for yourself on your time. It is very vital that you look at yourself, your time. How are you using it? I know every now and then I get into this thing of like, I just want to keep working. I really enjoy doing a lot of things, putting things together. When I get into that area where I need to sleep, spending my time sleeping is actually more productive than trying to fight through it. All right, the next one. The pirate that we don't always realize is the money pirates. Not only do they take what you have earned or what you possess, especially if it's money you did earn, well, now they just took away the time it took you to earn that money. So that's technically a double theft. And that's something that we got to be careful of. That's why most people put their money into a bank account. They have ledgers so they can keep track of what is coming in. That we go to work, we have a salary, and so we know every month this is what's coming in, or we have a wage. So if I work this many hours, I know what I'm going to receive. And once we acquire that through whatever vehicle we use to gain our revenue or income, then we've got to make sure that it's taken care of and that it goes to the right places. As well with our time, the next pirate is our priorities. It's amazing how many people will work against you for your priorities, even if it's a benefit to them. As you follow the original steps of the goal process, it is easier to say, okay, I've got a few options here. Which one is going to be the most beneficial for the time that I have now, with the environment that I have now, with the resources that I have now? Then you are able to prioritize your time properly. And at the end of the day, you can say, I did the best I could on that. And when you prioritize things, it's not that you're putting other things off. You're just saying, I need to do this at this particular time. And later on in the goal process, we kind of help talk about prioritizing your time through, how long will it take to do the goal? Is it a big goal? Is it a small goal? Is it a task? Is it joy? Is it a pleasure? There's so many things that are integrated into how you prioritize your time. Another dreaded pirate is the ones that take all of your energy. Quite often we are embraced with controversy, contention, rudeness, bossiness, and trying to fit those into your priorities, into your schedule. It takes a lot of energy. And sometimes when the world hits you really, really hard, it's really tough because that is, energy draining physically and emotionally. And it takes a lot of fortitude to fight that and combat that and to protect your energy so that once you set that priority, you can apply as much energy as you can into that. Obviously, you've got to spread out your energy throughout the day because you're going to have to do certain things at certain times, go to work, go to school, go home, do homework, go to the gym, do religious activities if that's in your nature of priorities as well. And you've got to have enough energy to get through all of those things every day. So be very cautious with the energy you have. You'll see a big difference with how your goals progress when you put the right energy into the right places. And of course, in order to put the energy in the right places, here's another big bad pirate, is the one that steals your health. What do you think of that picture? Oh, that side. What do you think of this picture? Yeah, offering you a yummy piece of poison. Your body is the only thing you've got along with the time. If you don't take care of your body, you can't take care of any of the other things in your life. You can't take care of your goals. You can't take care of your family. You've got to take care of your health. Otherwise, others are taking care of you. And at the end of this book, I do have a lot of quotes. One of my more favorite ones more recently has come from Steve Jobs, where he says, "Eat your food as medicine, or you will be eating your medicine as your food." As more people begin eating horrible diets, we are starting to see that. They are not putting proper nutrition into their body, therefore they have anxieties, they have headaches, they have migraines, they have health issues, and they are not taking care of what they are putting into their body. That makes a huge difference in every other one of these things for, where the pirates come in. So I know when I'm sick, I'm a normal guy. When I get sick, it's like, oh, the world's ending. Even though I know it's really not, and in another 20 hours, I'm probably just fine. But during those few hours, I don't like it. And that also goes along with proper exercise, proper motion. I got a cat on my counter again. Cat. All right, back from the cat. Don't step on keyboards. I need you off. It's either that or I know, you want attention, but you just give them wrong attention. Or they'll make you a funny face. All right, if you stay here, I'll pet you. Bad negotiator. All right, it's a good thing I have an outline here. As I said earlier, I've got my own little pirate in the form of a feline that keeps taking my attention. Actually, that should be one of the pirates in there, the ones that steal your attention, huh? Because when you get focused on something, you get a lot more done, but as soon as you get detoured, there's Newton's laws in motion right there. Something in motion stays in motion, something at rest stays at rest, but something in focus stays in focus. It's really easy to get that in, you feel dialed in, and then as soon as you get diverted, it's like really hard to bring it back into that zone again. I got more cat hair on me. It's a good thing you're a pretty cat. So these are a few more things that are within the goal process. Beware of all those pirates out there. Go to wrong website. Go to usdads.org and you can download the goal process absolutely free. You can either get it in a text format, you can listen to it in audio, and you can watch it and read it and listen to it at the same time on YouTube links in the Izeneyes tab at usdads.org. The goal process has really been a defining factor in my life. It has been an anchor through some of the worst times where I couldn't believe what was going on. If you watch some of our podcasts from the other side of Pleasant, we talk a lot about some of the life experiences, the stories that we've had to go through. And, my own words and my own teachings have literally been the reason we've been able to pull through and still smile. And of course, Chad always calls in the middle. Of course, as I'm recording about distractions, priorities, always gotta love these devices and cats. I think this is a perfect example of a normal day for a dad. Right now, my kids aren't even here to get me, but that cat, man, it sure got me all hairy. Thanks, cat. Okay, as I was saying, go to usdads.org. Please read the goal process. It is really a great piece of work to help you understand a lot of things, and to just be more self-aware of who you are, what you're doing, why you do things, and how to go where you really want to go. While you're there, we do have email lists on usdads.org. Please sign up. Currently, it is still a new site. Just remember, usdads.org is only a few months old at this point. So the website still needs a lot of work, a lot of development, but I do as much as I can every single day amongst all the other things that need to get done for, other job, other work, the manufacturing, just being a dad, a lot of that stuff. So please join the email list, and when things happen, you'll be one of the first notified through the email list. More email lists will be created, especially as we get more states involved as lobbying for U.S. dad family laws. And again, another interruption. And while you're there, of course, this all takes time and it all takes money. So please, while you're at usdads.org, hit that donate button. It goes through PayPal, so you can set up a one-time donation or a recurring of any dollar amount that you wish. Everything helps. We are here to build families. We are here to build relationships. We are here to build America. So, in the meantime, believe greatly, achieve greatly.